Thanks. That should get me home. You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen.
They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha.
Good hunting.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Great to see you. Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always lie. Kiosk, right?
How Rearvist has made it. Tells everyone you met the Ron Hope.
I mean, Ron Hope's, well...
Excuse me. A little desperate here. This is such a luxury.
Payday is always a good.
You here for commerce? Some rules. Don't even think about stealing anything. No haggling. And then we won't have any problems. If you need weapons, you may be thinking, lots of customers pass through. Good. You ready to do some business? That's what I'm here for. You ready to do some business? What are you looking for?
Hi.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
But we'd be done. Off-world.
You made it. Doesn't...
Never good comes from them.
Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. Sure, I'll be right here when you...
Just keep it holstered. Well, workers like to play hard here. They deserve it.
You ready to head upstairs? His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it's... I'm guessing the Marshal already told you this, but I'll say it anyway. Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The Council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have
Enjoy
an
your
office?
visit to Hope Tech.
I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
Ron Hope's a damned hero in my book.
We could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Well, talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At last! Ah, damn good to see you, Leah. I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right... Justice must be done. That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the... I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my... I'm glad we understand each other. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. No, what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern. What does concern me is, well, I'm not sure I... What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. Hope Tech holds its employees to the very... Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not No, nothing at all. It was just a standard Hope Tech cargo holder. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. Hope Tech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I'm glad we understand one.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hall. There's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word? That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Yeah, me too. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different... He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work. It was good to meet you, Deputy. No problem. Good luck.
Just processing another order for pickups.
As long as you keep the peace, you're good in my book.
Ron Hope knows his stuff.
It's a tough town, but these are good people.
Yes? Awful, right? Stay safe.
Ron Hope's the best thing that's happened to us.
Only place you can get a weapon in town.
Sure, we get the occasional bar fight, but it's usually pretty quiet around here.
Almost done with my ship. I don't want to hear any complaints.
Hey, what can I do for you? I'm sure you can find something you like.
lot to handle, we can take it off your hands.
Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Yeah? Well, then let me spell it out. You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated goods taken off. So, instead of wasting my... Hey, I never said stole. You use them. Look, let's stop playing games. We both know. Then here I thought you were just wasting... find? Anything else? Make sure you bring it to me.
Fully stocked. If you're looking for supplies, this is the place. Of course. I have... Oh. Okay. Yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. He can be surprisingly I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing. And that's where I met Rosa. She was my supervisor. But we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. Thanks for stopping by our shop.
And accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Neuro lamps? Oh yeah. We have everything you could possibly want. Hey there, friend.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere. Facilities, places abandoned and common.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. Yeah, about that. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner. Good. Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free. Come on. It's pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. I learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to... But you understand that, don't you? That's why you just told me that you won't cause trouble. Keep that in mind, and you'll fit right in.
Just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
Hey, Billy, got a second?
What? Oh, gee. Gave me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? Right out of the factory? Damn, that's pretty impressive. Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. You know what I mean? Credits ain't really what I need. There is something you can do for me. I can help you. But right now, my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
Sleep crates for rent. That's nice.
Yeah. I know this place stinks, but it's a living.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
Friends who fought in the colony.
I read an article about the all chunks diet. I think I'm gonna try it out for myself.
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is... As long as you behave yourself and don't overstay your welcome, I don't... Here, this will get you in.
Something I can do for you, friend. Well now, always tell me what brings you by, friend. Little light on credits, are you? It's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf, but I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern. Now, that's where you're wrong. Cal agreed to my terms, including collection from family on the event of his passing. It ain't my fault he dragged Billy into it. But make no mistake, that's exactly what he did. What's your stake in this anyway? If you think I'm afraid of some loudmouth deputy, you've got a lot to learn. Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it. Seems to me like you're... Don't you worry, Deb. Let's just calm down now. He ain't half as brave as... You come walking in here drunk on your newfound authority, thinking I'm some small-time... Maybe it's time I show you how we resolve disagreements.
Time to bleed!
Oh, God!
Run away!
Epside's a bad place for tourists these days.
I know you. The freewheeling spaces. Must be nice.
I've seen them at least 3 times now. They hit the bars, buy a lot of drinks, and talk up how great they are. Did you talk to Goodman? I didn't mean to put you in harm's way. I was hoping he'd come around when he saw you were a Freestar Ranger deputy.
Took me about a week on the job to learn that doesn't usually work around here.
Okay, time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit, and she's been throwing money around, so it must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
How many velocities did I have?
Oh, great. A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Well, I'm sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it. Aw, ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you... That sound about right? Fine, yes. I jacked the ship. But look, I was just a contractor. I didn't even keep the ship. I gave it to some men. It was just a quick, clean job. I made sure nobody got hurt. Hey, all I did was provide them with transportation. They didn't say anything about where they were going. Look, I wouldn't have got involved if I thought anyone would be hurt.
Not asking questions is just as bad. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think?
I do want to make things right. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long... That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. Only some kind of offhanded comment about their client wanting to expand the operation ahead of schedule. In my line of work, you learn not to ask a lot of questions. It tends to make people uncomfortable. No, but it sounded serious. Didn't seem right. I should... Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? Yeah. Sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alec. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Oh. Guess I ain't used to the law being so polite.
Yeah.
Velocity's such a grab rush.
That side's a bad place for tourists these